There's always more to learn on any subject, and sex education is no exception. If you're a streaming addict like us, you've probably been witness to the antics and misadventures of the students at Moordale Secondary School. Otis, the son of therapist Jean Milburn, so brilliantly portrayed by Gillian Anderson, and his classmates have already given us 16 episodes of love, sex, and valuable lessons on both those subjects. If you're looking for a teen comedy show that is both raunchy and heartfelt, look no further, Sex Education is right up your alley. In case you're not up to date on the latest news, here's the big announcement. The acclaimed Netflix show was renewed for a third season and will come back to our screens on September 17th. The trailer promises more shocking, relatable situations and pristine characters like the new director of the school, played by Jemima Kirk of Girls fame. Of course, the ongoing plots from the previous seasons will also be developed, and we can't wait to find out what happens to Jean and to Otis, Maeve, Amy, and the rest of the gang. In the upcoming third season, the show will explore other aspects of love and sex through the newcomers, but we wouldn't be looking so forward to it if its main cast weren't already amazing. Of all the talented artists that populate Sex Education, few are as popular as TV veteran Gillian Anderson. The Chicago-born actress is as experienced as her fictional counterpart on the show, and everyone remembers her trademark Agent Scully from The X-Files or Margaret Thather in the Crown roles. As we get ready to enjoy 8 more episodes of our favorite teen dramedy, let's take a minute to find out a bit more about the star's storied life. Sit back, relax, and keep watching to learn 5 things you probably didn't know about Gillian Anderson. Oh, and while you're at it, go ahead and click on the like and subscribe buttons. Once you're done, remember to hit the bell icon as well. That way you'll get a notification every time we upload a new video. We are constantly updating our channel with fun facts and news about your favorite films, TV shows, and music greats. All the content you don't want to miss. Number 5. A teen lawless voted the most likely to be arrested. Although Gillian plays Jean Milburn as the experienced counterpart to her son Otis's antics, as an on-screen therapist, she is also entangled in many erotic and romantic complications. You know what they say, love turns us into teenagers all over again. Plus, it's not like Anderson herself can't relate to the shenanigans of the younger characters on the show. In fact, she was such an unruly teenager herself that her high school voted her most likely to be arrested and most bizarre. In an interview for Out magazine, she detailed the wild child attitude she had during her adolescent years. She was a pierced teen delinquent with purple hair and a much older drug addict boyfriend, so everyone pretty much thought of her as a freak. Bizarrely enough, the purple-haired youngster would grow up to be a highly respected actress and a role model to women everywhere. In fact, her role as FBI Special Agent Dana Scully on The X-Files gave birth to what is known as the Scully Effect. A sizable percentage of women who watched the sci-fi drama TV series when they were young went on to pursue STEM careers and cited Scully herself as a role model. Just like Sex Education, Anderson proved that you can be awesome no matter how weird people think your mane looks. Number 4. She is a bi-dialectal who was mocked for her accent. One of Anderson's best-known recent roles was Detective Stella Gibson on the BBC crime series The Fall, filmed and set in Northern Ireland. Besides being a great show, it showcased Anderson's flawless British accent. If you're wondering how Chicago native Gillian could nail the intonation for the show, it's not because she received lessons. Anderson is bi-dialectal, which means that she has 2 different native accents, both US and British. Soon after her birth, the family moved to Puerto Rico for 15 months, then to London. When Gillian was 11, they returned to America, settling in Michigan. While growing up in Grand Rapids, her classmates mocked her British accent, so she quickly adopted a Midwestern accent to blend in. Of course, she went through that rebellious stage later, so it's not like she was caving in. Her extraordinary ability to switch between accents has turned her into a great choice for both American and British characters, as evidenced by her role as the Iron Lady herself, Margaret Thather. There's a limit to her skills though. When she was in Los Angeles, she tried to talk to her American friends with a British accent and she felt really uncomfortable. The same goes for trying to speak in an American accent when she's in the UK. Basically, she can only use her accent switching superpowers when the role requires it. So don't ask her to pull out the Queen's English if you see her in California. Number 3. She published a feminist manifesto for women everywhere. Gillian Anderson has had a very long and successful career as an actress, but that's not the only thing she has been up to. Back in 2017, she co-wrote a book with author Jennifer Nadel called We, a manifesto for women everywhere. The publication highlights Anderson's feminist beliefs and tries to encourage women to support each other and fight against the prejudices and superficiality that affect them in social media. Anderson clearly knew what she was talking about. The year before she published her book, UK newspaper The Daily Mail claimed that she had undergone plastic surgery on her face. She quickly denied the rumors, although she said she is not necessarily against going under the knife. As she explains in the manifesto, she is strongly opposed to the way women are shamed for their appearance, whether they make the choice to undergo surgery or not. Now, we can't decide who's wiser, Jean Milburn or Gillian herself, an award-winning star that also fights for children's, Indigenous, South African marginal young people, and animal rights. And after the death of her brother Aaron in 2011, a spokesperson for the Neurofibromatosis Network. Number 2. In therapy for mental health issues since she's 14. Gillian Anderson's book has many other insights into the wonderful and outstanding actress's life. As we have already noted, she spent her youth as a bit of an outcast in the Midwest, and that experience took its toll on her mental health. Gillian tried to cope by becoming a rebel, but from a very early age, she knew she had to take care of herself as well. When she was 14, she started going to therapy, and she hasn't quit it ever since. Her manifesto details some of the worst struggles she has had to face during her career. She grew up with anxiety issues, and at some points in her life, she was barely capable of leaving the house. Luckily, therapy has given her some tools to deal with her problems, chief among them, meditation. Obviously, her experience dealing with the turmoil of teenage years and going to therapy must have been very useful for her role on Sex Education, and it definitely shows. Number 1. 2 marriages, 4 partners, and several relationships with women. Another thing that might have helped Gillian Anderson play the role of an open-minded sex psychologist is her own personal experience with relationships. Anderson has been married twice. While she was playing Agent Scully, she met art director Clyde Klotz. They wedded in Hawaii on New Year's Day 1994 in a Buddhist ceremony and had a child together, daughter Piper Maru. However, Gillian and Clyde divorced in 1997, and in 2004, she married filmmaker Julian Osan. They were together for 2 years, and Anderson had 2 boys, Oscar and Felix, with business entrepreneur Mark Griffiths, whom she dated between 2007 and 2012. Later, from 2016 until December 2020, she was in a partnership with The Crown showrunner Peter Morgan. Although those are her most talked about kinships, Gillian Anderson is very upfront about her love life. In an interview for LGBT magazine Out, the actress, writer, director, and producer revealed that she has had many liaisons with women. When it comes to labels, she still considers herself straight, but same-sex love has never been something she's been afraid to explore and enjoy, on condition that the relationship has been based on affection. Anderson's frankness and open-mindedness is nothing to scoff at, and is understandable why someone like her was the perfect fit to play Jean Milburn. Well, that's our video about Gillian Anderson, aka Agent Scully, aka Jean Milburn, aka the Iron Lady, and a long etc. of AKAs. Let us know how you rate this fabulous actress in the comments section below, and support our channel by clicking on the like and subscribe buttons. Don't forget, you should also hit the bell icon to get instant notifications every time there's some new content. You'll get the latest info and facts about your favorite film, TV, and music stars. Who doesn't fancy being up to date? Thanks for watching, and see you real soon.